Today we're showing you our Thule rollout canopy along with the Rainblocker G2 side panels. Today we've come out to the Megget Reservoir, which is in Selkirk in the Scottish borders. This reservoir was opened in 1983 and supplies Edinburgh and the Lothians with up to 100 million litres of water every single day. But we're not here to talk about the reservoir. We're here to try out the new side panels that we've got for our van. We'll be fitting the side panels on our Thule wind-out awning. Well, I think the proper name for it is a wind-out sun canopy, but call it what you like: awning, canopy, wind-out thingy, whatever. The panels actually came in a box, and I can show you a few photos that I took back home. And this is what we're fitting: the Thule Rainblocker G2 side panels. There are three styles of side panels. There's the rain blocker, the sun blocker, and the view blocker. So we've went for the rain blocker. You can see on this side of the box it's been coloured red to show the one that we've actually ordered, which is the Rainblocker G2 side panel for a minivan. That's 1.8 metres to 1.99 metres. Trisha's getting the kettle on, and I'm going to try and follow these instructions. So that's it there. You just need to make sure that you're following the right instructions for the particular model that you've got, and for us we've got the Thule awning, which is the 4900, that one there. So we're following these particular instructions. A lot of stuff here. This is the sides. These will open out and they will clip onto the top of the canopy. That's the pole attachments that we have to fit. And there's all these bits and pieces. I think they've sent us far too much stuff, but we'll see how we get on. This is just like a giant key. It fits in there. Turn the handle. And I'm only going to take this out so far initially, to about here. These legs just pull out, and this clever little joint allows the leg just to drop down. This thumb screw extends the leg, and I'll just put this down at an angle for winding out the canopy. Do you want your ball, Kira? Here it comes. You wind the canopy out until it goes a bit limp like this. Then you just wind it back the other way so that it's nice and taut. First you need to fit these plastic clips. I fitted this one at home because you need to drill a hole, but I did video that so I can show you that now. First just measure 3 centimetres from the edge of the canopy and mark it. You need to drill into this cavity, so just be careful not to drill right the way through, whatever you do. That's the hole drilled. I used a 3mm metal drill bit for that. And now it just screws on into the hole that I've just drilled. So these are attached, one at each side. Now this is the poles. They come in 2 sections, as you can see. This section clips onto the van, and I've already attached the green plastic fastener using the bolt and the lock nut supplied. And this section just pushes onto the other part to form one big long pole. I've now joined these 2 pieces just by pushing them together. So the next thing, I need to stick this little plastic connector onto the awning. It's got a sticky tab on the back, so I'll just take that off. And it goes up here. Now it has to go 3 centimetres in from the end, so I've already marked a little bit there with pen so that I know where this goes. So, and it goes basically as high as I can get that, right up there. Right, so fingers crossed this will all work. This just fits in here, lifts up and then clicks onto the other side. In theory. Right, here goes. So, have I got that in right? No, that's not right. Ah, that's it. We've got it. You have to make sure that it's in right down at the bottom there and then lift it up. And then over to the other side. Hey, it fits! Right, we'll do the other side. Oh, one thing to mention, you just need to remove the plastic covers on this section, otherwise the canopy won't close properly because of this plastic clip fitted on the other side. Right, we're going to fit the sides now. So this is what these look like. So there's a window, as you can see, on the top, a solid part on the bottom.
And is there a left and a right?
I think they're both the same.
So from what I understand is, you can put either side on either side. So there is no right or wrong side, they can go on either part. As long as you make sure that the side that's got the elevated part, so the extra part like a triangle going up at the top,
This part
goes into the van. Okay? So you're going to now thread it through?
Am I doing it, am I?
Well, I'm a wee shorty, so I probably won't reach.
Okay. Starting
So,
from this end.
Up here, as you can see, there is a thicker part. So that's how you can start the threading through the canopy. And how is it threading it through? Is it quite easy?
Very easy.
Is it similar to the drive-away awning when you're doing the K-dog?
It's the same
strip?
kind of idea, yeah.
It looks quite easy. There you can see Mike through the window. So I'm going to now give him a wee hand.
Well, that's it on. We've put it along the rail, right the way along. A little bit of an overlap in here, so it's come in on the side of that door, just to make it a nice tight fit. Blowing about in the wind at the moment, so the next thing that we need to do is secure it to this pole here, and then we need to peg it down. You got the toggles?
Yeah, so I think we've got different sizes. These are long ones, but we've got shorter ones, but I think these are the ones for fitting on this pole. So you put it through like this on the hole, and then it's like a big button.
It's quite easy to do then.
Yeah, it's very easy. Not so easy when your fingers are cold, but yeah.
There's one more at the bottom.
I've only got so many of those long toggles. I've only got 3. So these short ones we've now discovered are used to peg down this bottom flap. Okay? So it's like a wee button on that side, so you have to feed it through the hole here.
That's on the outside.
Yeah, so the button is on the outside obviously, like that. Then you have one of these, like a rubber ladder, and this part goes through here, like that. Then you take this part and feed it through the loop, like that, so that you've got a piece to push down. Then you take one of the big silver pegs, and obviously depending on where it's going to go, so we'll just put it in that one. You would then peg it down. Okay.
Right, so that's both sides up. It's looking quite good. I'm going for a closer look. So on the inside we just finished pegging down. Same on both sides. And on the outside you can see that's the pegs that went through to peg it down on the inside. That's the little buttons. And then these little pegs on the bottom flap. So there you go. Stops the wind from getting in, but still gives you a view out through the plastic windows. Now we've got a bit of a ground sheet here, haven't we?
Yeah, so I went online and I found a breathable ground sheet that we had wanted to fit. It previously was used in our tent, but it was too big for this size of awning and I couldn't find anything online, so I decided to recycle. So what I did was this breathable ground sheet that we had, I took it, measured it out and cut it to size, and then I've used my machine and sewn it. And then you can buy these which make eyelets, and you can buy them at any hobbycraft or sewing shop, and I just made the holes and put the eyelets in.
Right, let's see if you got the measurements right. Looks good that way. And that looks pretty good lengthwise too. Well, Kira seems to like that anyway.
We went to the B&M store and we got rubber mat. So you can either have it there, gives a bit of weight, and you can scrape your shoes before coming on here. Or if you don't have this out, you can put it near your step, which we have. And because I'm short, I need the step. So I've got this wee step, and here we are, and gnome from gnome.
There's the leftovers. So as I suspected, they've given us far too much stuff, which is a bit of a waste. We'll use the pegs, I'm sure, and it'll be quite handy to have a few spares. That's what it looks like from a distance. So filming out here, there's a little bit of wind. Probably hear the wind noise on this camera. But when I come in, there's no wind. What do you think?
I love it. I love my day out.
So, when do you think we would use this setup rather than the air awning?
All the time. Because the air awning is good if you're going away for a few days, but staying in the same location. So you're not, you maybe got a base and that's your base. And I would say for at least 3 nights, because it is a lot to put up and down and to take with you. But if you were just stopping overnight, you could even have these up quite quickly. Gives you a wee bit of shelter through the wind, a bit of shelter through the rain. So I think these are really, really good. We did contemplate, there's a front section or two that you can get. We contemplated having them, but I think I'm quite happy just having the sides. I don't feel there's a need to have the front section. What do you think?
Yeah, I like them. I mean, I like the fact, I was a bit of a palaver putting it up because we're videoing it, but normally we'll not be doing that, and I think we'll be able to get these up really quickly. That's the advantage of this setup. It's very quick to put up. The panels themselves, I think, are really good quality. It's made of a really sort of thick, plasticky material, so they're really good quality. I think they'll last, and you get good visibility out the windows. So, yeah, it's a thumbs up from me. Well, that's it for this video. It really was short and sweet, but we wanted to show you the pull-out canopy with the new side attachments that we've got.
Yeah, so if you like what you've seen, give us a thumbs up.
Yeah, and remember to subscribe, and we will see you on the next one.
Bye!
Bye!